Namaste all, this is Yong. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to do something different from our usual video. We are going to talk about some words that we have been hearing so many times during the yoga classes, yet we may not have fully understood the meaning. So in this video we are going to bring out 3 yoga words or terms or in Sanskrit that we may come across so many times during our yoga class. Alright, let's come to the first word, which is Namaste. Alright, you have probably heard it so many times, whether in my yoga videos or in the class. Often the teachers will say this word in the beginning of the class and at the end of the class, but it carries much broader meanings than we might think it means. When we say Namaste to someone, we basically tell that person that I see the divine in me and I see the divine in you, and we are one, we are the same, and we have no difference. So to think it in a casual way, it is like saying you are great and I'm great and we are awesome together. Okay, isn't that lovely meaning? And when we say Namaste, usually we say it with Anjali Mudra, which is to bring the palms together, or we call it Namaskar, and bring it at the heart center, and we usually say it with a slight bow, so that next time when you say this word or you heard it from other people or the teachers, you know the real meaning of this. It's not a casual greeting or thank you. Alright, it means something more than that. Okay, let's move to the second word. The second word is Om. For many yoga classes, especially if you attend one from an Indian teacher or teachers who learn traditional yoga, classes usually start with 1 Om sound or sometimes 3 Om sounds. Alright, so then what does this Om means? It is said that Om is the universal sound. Much what universal sound means. Then I checked about it. The Om sound itself, when chanted, vibrates at the frequency of 432 Hz, which is the same vibrational frequency found throughout everything in nature. So by chanting it, we are acknowledging our connection with the nature and also to all other living beings. So it sounds cool now. Here is the common mistake when people chant Om. Om in fact is formed by 3 syllables or 3 letters, which are A, U and M. So next time when you chant it, try to chant it slow and start with Aum. So it consists of 3 syllables, and when you chant the last syllables, you close your mouth and you feel the vibration inside you. And if you wonder why Om are to be chanted for 3 times in the class, it represents or it symbolizes the past and the present and the future states. Alright, so that's the reason we chanted 3 times. Now that we understand the meaning behind chanting Om, so isn't it making more sense when during the next yoga class and when we chant it, it makes more sense. Alright, here's the last words. It's obvious that we have to talk about yoga, and the reason why I save it to the last to talk about is because it's too broad to talk about. It's not easy, and definitely not for me to define it in such a short video. But here, I am only to mention a little bit about it. Firstly, the Sanskrit word of yoga is pronounced as yog instead of yoga. So when the Sanskrit words are translated into English, most of the words will be added with A behind, so it becomes yoga. For example, the names of the yoga poses like Bakasana, Crow pose, Padmasana, the Lotus pose, so they are actually Bakasana and Padmasana in Sanskrit. So yog or yoga, when people ask me what yoga is, I always say that the definition of yoga changes all the time for me. From the time I started practicing yoga, it was only a stretching session. Then I realized what I have been practicing was only a small part about yoga, which was called asana practice. Not many teachers in the studios and gyms will spend much time to explain about it. But I think it is fine because yoga practice is very practical and it is a journey for practitioners to keep understanding it by their own when they practice it. But one thing that I hope people who practice yoga to keep in mind is that to practice yoga with an open mind, because yoga is definitely much more than just stretching. In general, yoga means to unite our body, mind, and also our soul. And it consists of many practices, and asana practice is only just one part of the 8 limbs of yoga. One interesting fact that I heard about yoga is there is only one purpose for yogis to practice asana, which is the yoga poses, and that is to finally be able to sit in Padmasana or lotus pose for a long time without feeling uncomfortable when they meditate. Isn't this interesting? So I hope that this video gives you more understanding about the 3 words that you hear it so many times during your yoga class or yoga practice. So hope to see you next time. Do like and subscribe my YouTube channel and my video if you haven't yet. And I will try to make more videos in future and to share with you all. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comment and hit me up. I will always respond to your comment. Alright, see you guys. Bye.